Hey guys, today we have a brand new Minimates review. Today we have the Marvel Minimates, Spider-Man Homecoming, Iron Man Mark 47, and Happy Hogan, the Toys R Us exclusive set. Okay, so Marvel really wants you to know that this movie is a Marvel Cinematic Universe film, so we gotta have Tony Stark in the film. And the guy played by the director of Iron Man 1 and 2. It's nice to see you, Jon Favreau. So, cool. So we've talked about Spider-Man, Vulture, Spider-Man, Shocker. Now let's talk about Iron Man. Honestly, when I saw the figure for Iron Man, I was kind of like, ooh, is this really what the costume is going to look like in the movie? And then I kind of like it. I don't mind it. It's different. Most importantly, we're going to talk about something about his arms, which I'm incredibly happy about. Like, his arms are just what ascends this figure to something amazing for Iron Man. And if you watch my videos, you'll know what I'm talking about. So, packaging-wise, we've got Spider-Man. I do think it's kind of weird that in the Spider-Man wave, you have the two Iron Man characters packed together. Maybe there was like a licensing thing about it. It's like Marvel's like, oh, you can't pack these characters in it, but you can make them. And Diamond Select Toys was like, alright. Because I'm pretty sure it would have been smart to have Iron Man at both Toys R Us and specialty stores. And then Happy Hogan. There's already a Minimate of him, but this one looks a lot better. I think Jon Favreau would probably think it's cool to have his own action figure. So, you've got Spider-Man, Iron Man, Happy Hogan, Iron Man Mark 47, Happy Hogan, and the roster on the back. You have Vulture, Homemade Suit Spider-Man, Spider-Man, Shocker, Happy Hogan, and Iron Man Mark 47. So, I've only talked about these two packs, and then this. There are two more packs of Peter Parker with Aunt May, and then Battle Damage Spider-Man with the Tinkerer. I will probably end up reviewing those two sets, but I'm going to wait a little bit to review those, because I have a huge pile of Minimates I need to get through. I'm talking all of those Wolverine Minimates. I've probably finished those by now. Pirates of the Caribbean, I'm waiting for the sticker sheet. I probably will have that by the time I get done with these videos. Walgreens Wave 5. I just recently found Walgreens Wave 2. And I got too much stuff, and then I've got all these Venomates. So we're going to have a huge amount of stuff to go through. So be patient. We might not get to those two packs, but I figured let's get the three major packs out of the way. So let's begin. I nailed it. First up we have Iron Man Mark 47. Aw, snap. It's your boy Tony. And this suit is pretty interesting. So it's based on the Ultimates design for Iron Man, which I'm not a big fan of that. I think it's a little too clunky and it doesn't really feel like Iron Man. And I'm not a big fan of the Ultimates in general. I don't know. They made Cap president, which just I don't think that rubs him right. And Tony was like, from what I remember, he was like a brain. Like, his whole body was essentially, like, nervous cells of a brain. And he had to be, like, suspended in goo when he was in the Iron Man suit. But we did get the Samuel L. Jackson Nick Fury from that, so there are some pros. And the suit looks fairly neat in Minimate form. So, biggest thing out of this, though, is DST has finally answered our prayers. They have indeed introduced to Iron Man a new arm. So, you know how I complain about that stupid Iron Man arm? I'm gonna go grab it real quick. So, I'm back. So, DST had been really insistent since, like, Iron Man 3 on using this really crummy arm piece for Iron Man. And it was a nice looking piece, but the problem is he could move about this far. Woo! Like that's it. But with this new piece, you do compromise, you lose some of the sculpting at the shoulder, but he can move his arms like this. Whoa! So, I am 100% behind them using this arm forever. Just please, no more of this arm, please. I think if he had a little more in terms of bulk, this could have been a great Iron Man. Like, give him sculpted feet, that would have been nice, just some boots. And then, obviously, a sculpted helmet with a Tony Stark face underneath would have just made this ace. But as it is, this is top-notch Iron Man. You can see he's got a little bit of gold coming down on his legs. He's got some printing on his back, and then this big chest piece. I do like the look of the half chest piece, half chest block. Though it is kind of disappointing that if you take this off, that's all there is. You don't get like a cool arc reactor look, but oh well, I guess they're trying to save money. And he's got these new gauntlets, which look really sick. I will say on mine, they do move a little too easily. But I like what they're going for. And the head, I dig it, it's Iron Man. I would have liked a helmet piece, obviously, but I mean, I can substitute another Iron Man for it. So, I mean, I've got plenty of Iron Man, I can make do. And articulation-wise, Iron Man Mark 47 can do everything possible, including moving his arms. Yes! Yes! Ah, the hype is real. And accessory-wise, display stand and a flight stand. It's really weird having an Iron Man without a Tony Stark face. Overall, having an Iron Man that can move his arms feels glorious. Next up we have Happy Hogan. Okay, welcome back, Jon Favreau. Okay, so the director of Iron Man and Iron Man 2 had a cameo in Iron Man 1 and a minor role in Iron Man 2. He was Tony Stark's bodyguard, and he would carry around the suitcase armor. And that's about it. He had a fight scene, and he was there with Black Widow when they infiltrated a building, and that was about all he did. And then in the third movie, he's in a coma the whole time. And for some reason, they want you to care about Happy Hogan being in a coma. And I'm like, dude, I don't care. I want Iron Man. So I guess he has a role in Spider-Man Homecoming. What I might assume is we barely see any Iron Man. We'll see Robert Downey Jr. for maybe like 10, 15 minutes. And all of the Iron Man interaction will be with Happy Hogan. So detail-wise, is going to be really simple. He's in a suit. That's it. Does have a little belt detail, but I mean, other than that, it's a usual, normal black suit. It is nice just to have a simple black suit, though. I do dig the black tie. But, I mean, is this what kids want at Toys R Us? Maybe. I think it's neat, but I'm one of those weird collectors. I have always been a fan of civilian figures, too. I think it's cool having characters' secret identities. And it's neat having weird side characters like this. Hairpiece is also surprisingly new. See, it ruffles a bit in the back. And it looks like Jon Favreau. And yeah, I mean, it looks like Jon Favreau, so I can't blame that. It looks a lot better than the one from the second movie. If I had him near, I would compare, but I'll just put it as this. This one looks a lot better. And then, articulation-wise, Happy Hogan can do everything. He can move his legs and arms. And can kind of look up. And a display stand. And that's it. Overall, Happy Hogan seems like a weird character choice, but I dig random civilians. So overall, that was the Marvel Minimates, Spider-Man Homecoming, Toys R Us exclusive, Iron Man Mark 47, and Happy Hogan. Yas, finally! Diamond Select Toys has listened, and we have a new arm for Iron Man. Finally, after all this time. He's glorious. I love this guy. It's not the best design. I mean, there's way too much silver going on, but it looks a heck of a lot better than the costume from Iron Man 3. Mark 42, oh, that was such a bad costume. This looks like Iron Man. I dig it. I'm fine with it. Happy Hogan is a civilian. I've got a soft spot for civilians of random characters, but it's so good having an Iron Man that has real arms. Definitely a highlight of the wave. So, Toys R Us exclusive, highly recommended. I'm going to put a link to the Toys R Us site. If it's on Toys R Us's website, I don't know. If not, good luck finding it. It should be in the Marvel section, hopefully. So, Anyway, that's what I think. Let me know what you guys think. Check me out on social media, and did you like the video? Well then rate, comment, subscribe, and like, and I'll see you later.